Alright, today I'm going to show you how to make an interesting little bridge and a trap door in Minecraft. As you can see, I've already got them both set up. And basically, when you get them finished, it'll look something like that. And it's pretty cool to use. I mean, I'm keeping these some open so you can see how it's done. Get rid of this. Alright, and the best way to do this is for the bridge, you can use as many as you want. You can set up with 2, or you can set up with a bunch of them. 100 if you wanted. It doesn't really matter. All you have to do is basically run 4 redstone right there and then go up 1 block on either side, keep it even, and have 2 pressure plates sitting right there. And then you have to cut off the redstone with a block right there, and don't put any redstone on top of it. Same way over here. You put the redstone torch right there on the other side of the block, which is what reverses these right here. Keeps them open instead of closed. And you put 4 repeaters down, or however many repeaters you want, and redstone attached to the repeaters, and 4 sticky pistons down. But that has a block in between it too, because the block actually carries the redstone power into the pistons right there. But it keeps it from acting weird. And the same way on this side. Just let you look at that for a minute. And then basically you've got a bridge. It'll kill anyone that gets trapped down in there. Say, let's see here. That didn't work. Let's try cow. Used as a trap if you want to screw around with people. Or like the other one I'm going to show you here in a sec. It'll be even more interesting. I hope you tunnel your way down wherever you want. Have some secret room down here. You know, whatever. It can be used for anything basically. And to keep it even more interesting, it's best to use something, you know, it's best to use a block that looks similar to the pressure plates you're putting down, so they don't really get noticed at first. And then you can cover it up with whatever you want. to anyone playing as long as they don't see, you know, what's on the side. If you cover it up well enough, all it looks like is just a regular walkway, a regular hallway, or whatever you, wherever you put it. And as soon as they jump in, that happens. Here's one that's a little bit more interesting. You can use this. Cobblestone and gravel might work the best, or maybe just gravel. That way, you know, nobody really notices what's up with it. Basically, you see that sand right there? There's a piston right there. Step on that, piston backs out. You have to use sand or gravel for this one because they're the only ones that drop down. You have to have a torch underneath it because that's what destroys the block. Like that. Piston pulls back and it drops the block, and then you've got you a nice little hideout down here. The design for this is basically the same as this one right here, except for it's one piston on one side. Run your redstone underneath the pressure plate there, stop it at the block, one torch, and a redstone to a repeater into the piston. But don't use a sticky piston. Use a sticky piston, something more like it. This will happen and it'll get stuck. The sand block will get stuck to the piston itself. Or that. Well, sticky piston works well too, but not as well. But there it is. It's pretty simple. It's easy to make and it just looks really cool. Just have to pay attention to what you're doing when you make it though, otherwise it'll turn out like this one over here, a really bad attempt at it, and it'll just be weird. I'm not even sure what happened on this one, but that's okay.